Rabbi Eliyahu Dessler was a great Mussar teacher of the last generation. He was born in Lithuania, but in the 1930s he went to England, and as a result of that he was out of the way of the Holocaust, and so he survived. He went to Israel after the war and unfortunately died not at an old age in the 1950s. He wrote a great book called Michtav MiEliyahu, which is translated into English as Strive for Truth. He always has great insights to bring to any of the traits that we might be looking at. And our trait today that we're looking at is generosity. He gives us a great insight about generosity. He says that people feel blocked from giving because they don't have enough gratitude. They don't realize, we don't realize how much we have received. We don't have a focus on that. We have a focus instead on what we're missing, what's deficient, what we're lacking. And of course this is strongly reinforced by the advertising industry that hopes we'll go out and buy something to fill whatever it is that we feel as an absence within us. So Rabbi Dessler brings us that insight, that in order to cultivate generosity, first we have to cultivate gratitude. And to do that, I want to give you a guided contemplation. Imagine this. Imagine you're seated on a rock, out in a natural setting, and your back is towards a cliff, a high rock face. And above that cliff, there's a small stream that comes over. And the water that comes over the stream pours down over you. It's a gentle flow. It's not very strong, it's not very hard. And the water is warm and it's very comfortable. Each droplet of water that hits you, if you think about it, you can feel separately. You can feel the droplets of water coming down over you. What I want you to do is to imagine that you can see within each of the droplets of water. And inside each droplet, as it comes down and bathes you, is a gift that you have received. You have to fill in what's inside that droplet because it may be different for you. But here are some ideas. The health of your body in one droplet. The health of your mind in another. The people who you love, each one in a droplet. The people you love in a droplet. The things you like are inside a droplet. The books you've read that have influenced you so much, your teachers, all the qualities, everything in your life that has been a blessing to you, even the challenges, each one in a droplet, each one flowing over you, each one contributing to a flow, a stream of gifts that you have received. Experience sitting in the flow of gifts that come down to you. There have been so many of them that we take for granted and we become indifferent to because they're just part of our everyday. But spend a few moments thinking and contemplating and visualizing this flow of gifts coming down in the stream of droplets, each one offering you something. And let that stream flow directly into your heart. When you do, and you feel the gratitude that wells up for all the gifts you have received, it will be impossible for you not to open your hand in generosity, because you will feel so strongly how much you have been a recipient. Rabbi Dessler says there are only two kinds of people. There are givers and there are takers. When you really realize how much you have received already in your body, in your spirit, in your mind, in your heart, in your life, you can't help but to become a giver.